Hi everybody, it is 5 o'clock and it's time for Cooking with Carolina here on Friday afternoon. So today what we are making is a shrimp stir fry, and I have out my wok and all my supplies are ready. First we're going to start making the rice to go along with the stir fry. So we'll put in our cup of rice and our 1 3/4 cup water and bring that to a boil. Wrong burner. So we'll bring it to a boil first before we turn it down. And now we can start chopping up our veggies for the stir fry. The stir fries are a great way to use up kind of the leftover veggies that you have in your kitchen. Which one should I use? I think I'll go. I like this. And what I go for when I select my vegetables for a stir fry is a nice mix of colors. So I really like to have a colorful stir fry. And when you're cutting things up for a stir fry, think about kind of making, I like to have kind of more bite-sized pieces. A lot of restaurants make them big and chunky pieces, and I prefer a little smaller, just so you have a nice melange in every bite. And it's been a gorgeous day here on Martha's Vineyard. Sunny. It's about, I think it's over 70 degrees, which is pretty amazing. Now I have a little bowl here that I'm going to put the veggies in for now. So I had some red pepper there. Now I'll take my green pepper. And you don't have to use all of it. I'm just going to use half of the green pepper. Do whatever balance you might like. Get those extra seeds out of there. And then how about some carrots? These carrots I need to use up, so let's throw those in there. And for these, depending on the size of the carrot, you can decide how to cut it. You might like to do the coin rounds. These I think I'll sort of julienne. I'm kind of quartering them. Or halves, depending on the size. And today is actually the first day that I feel like I have to wear shorts and a t-shirt, or actually a skirt and a t-shirt. Short sleeves. Amazing. Takes a while here. But it is definitely nice. I would have liked to go for a bike ride today, except I went for a bike ride earlier this week and my tire popped and I had to walk home. But it wasn't that far, so it wasn't too bad. Still, now I have to fix the tire before I can go for bike rides again. My one escape from the home. that seems like plenty of carrot. Looks like our rice is boiling. I'll turn that down and put it on a timer now. So I'll turn that to low and set the timer for 15 minutes. And how about some celery? I love celery. I call it nature's toothbrush. Wash this up. I love stir fry because I like the combination of a lot of vegetables and a little meat. Uh-oh, boiling over. Sort of my favorite way to eat. Lots of veggies, little meat, and some rice. Perfect. So for the celery, I'm making them sort of 1/4 of an inch wide cuts. You don't want them to be too thin or they won't cook very well in the wok. Okay, and lastly we have some green beans. Normally I do like to add snow peas, probably rather than green beans. I would prefer snow peas. But the only snow peas they had at the store was this gigantic package that I could never use so many of. And it was about $6. I wasn't going to do that. I should mention that this is sponsored by the Library Friends of Oak Bluffs, who we depend on for supporting all of our library programs. Okay, so now we have our lovely vegetables. So colorful. There we go. See, a very nice mix of color. And we'll want to chop up a little ginger and garlic. So we'll do about 3 cloves garlic. And feel free to make comments, it makes this much more exciting. So I'm cutting off the little dead end of the garlic, just because that's not nice to find and chew on. And then I slice the garlic in half and remove the little root part, which is a trick I learned in Morocco. Apparently, it makes it so the garlic does not give you bad breath. I haven't really been able to test the theory. Woo-hoo! I got it. But it seems like a neat trick. Alright, so now with the garlic, we do want to just mince it all on up, so we'll chop it very, very small. one more pass here. Perfect. Alrighty, and we do want to put this in a separate little container. Which I have these little sort of containers that I love for this sort of thing. It's a nice excuse to be able to use them. Okay, so we have our garlic, and now we'll chop up some ginger. Not a ton. You don't want to be overbearing with the ginger. Ginger can definitely easily overpower. So I'm slicing away the peel. And then we can take this and chop it. And again, we'll mince here. Ginger is very fibrous. It's not the easiest thing to cut through. Alrighty, very good. And then we do want to put this in a separate bowl from the garlic. Okay, now we're ready to get cooking. So as you can see, I have my wok over here. Now this is an authentic wok. I got this at a Chinese grocery store in Sacramento, California, many years ago. It's one of my prized possessions. But I don't take it out that often. It's been a while since I've cooked with it. Now what we're going to do, over here I have my shrimp, which I have, bring it a little closer here. I have my shrimp, which I've been marinating in some tamari. Just about a tablespoon and a half of tamari. And then I put the shrimp in there frozen, and then I've had this running under cold water in the sink in the bag to defrost. And it's very quick. It only takes maybe 15 minutes or so. Shrimp is great for a quick defrost. We'll put that over to the side here. We'll get our ginger and our garlic. Oh, one other thing. We have to make our sauce. So for the sauce, we're going to get a cup of water. Actually, I'll just make the sauce right in here. Why waste a dish? And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And about a tablespoon and a half of tamari or soy sauce. Alrighty, now you can take a fork or a small whisk, stir that up. The cornstarch does kind of get all glued together. It's a nice base there. Okay, then we'll put this aside for later. And you might as well just keep your fork or your whisk in there because you will have to do that again. So now let's get our wok heated up. Now, I have it over on this burner because you really want your wok to be over a very high heat. That is the key to wok cooking. So we'll get it hot here. We'll check out our shrimp. Drain off the marinade. And I'm kind of squeezing the marinade out of it because you do want your meat, whatever you're using, to be not watery. It won't cook as well in the wok. So now, I don't know if you can see the steam coming off the wok, but it's hot. So we're gonna put, this is a peanut oil, and we'll put about 1.5 tablespoons of that in there. Get it nice and hot. And we'll put in half of the ginger. Oh yeah, that's what you want. And of course I have my Spurtle. I love my Spurtle. Everybody knows that. Okay, so we have our ginger. And just for a few seconds until it's brown, about 30 seconds. Then put in half of your garlic. Then you want to immediately put in your meat. And you always want to keep whatever you have in the wok moving. Very important. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is going to be so good. Now here on Rush's Vineyard, we don't have a good Chinese restaurant. Sorry. In my humble opinion. Nothing that really floats my boat, at least. I'm a harsh critic. So it's exciting to make some Chinese stir fries. Now shrimp does cook pretty quickly. Just move it around till it gets pinkish white, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've left the tails on the shrimp. You don't have to, with the shells off, of course, but the tails are left on, and they're deveined. You can take the tails off if you prefer. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. You never want to overcook your shrimp. It gets rubbery. So I'm going to take the shrimp, just for safety's sake. I'll put them into a bowl on the side. Turn my wok to the heat. Put in some more peanut oil, about the same amount. 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons. Then we want to do the ginger again. So you put in the rest. Oh, there's our rice. So we'll put that ginger in. We'll stop that. We'll turn off our rice. Get that ginger going. So you can see you really have to have everything totally ready before you start doing your stir fry. Because once the stir fry starts, it's go time. You gotta just There's no time to stop and get another ingredient. So there I'm putting in the garlic. Then I'm going to come and grab my veggies and throw those right out in there. And even more so with the veggies than the meat, keep them moving. Now this whole time, the wok has been on the highest setting possible. You want to cook high heat. That's what gives you that beautiful, crisp veggies with the vibrant color. This is a nice combination of colors here. You can even add a yellow pepper in there for an additional color. So the veggies cook maybe 3 or 4 minutes. It is a wok that I'm cooking in. So the wok is cast iron, and you treat it like all your other cast iron pans. You don't want to wash it with soap. To clean it, you would boil a little water in it and wipe it out and then re-oil it. Then store it. Of course, this can be made as a vegetarian dish. You don't have to have meat in it at all. It's great with tofu. And you would do it exactly the same way with tofu, where you marinate the tofu in a little soy sauce, cook that first and put it aside, and do your veggies separately. Arm gets a little tired here. This is a workout. Maybe I should be working out more if this is wearing me out. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. You can tell that it's getting done when your veggies are really getting a vibrant color. And again, you don't want to leave those too long either. So now, you want to put whatever your meat or your protein is back in. Mix this up a little together, combine. And then, we're going to pour in the sauce we made with the cornstarch and the water and the tamari, the soy sauce. Pour that in. Now we're still on high here. Move this around some and you'll see the sauce start to thicken. Starting to see it thicken up. Now you will want to turn the heat under the wok down to low. And I forgot to take out my wok cover. It's right there. Wipe out the dust. Alright, then put your wok cover on. And this will cook for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. Not too long at all. And while you're doing that, you can prepare your rice. Do a little mini mini cleanup. So here's our rice. It's been sitting for about 5 minutes after we turned the heat off. That's how it finishes. There's our rice. And then get something to put your stir fry in. Like this very cool bowl of my grandmother's. These last little minutes when it's finalizing, you can kind of do a little cleanup. Unless you're lucky enough to have somebody do that for you. And I think we're probably about good here. Oh, I'm falling apart. There we go. Okay, shall we have a look? Ta-da! Kind of had a gong effect. That was perfect. All right, so it looks fantastic. Huh, this may be my most successful cooking with Carolina yet. Burners off. All right, and so here you have it. Here's the beautiful stir fry. You can see it has a nice brown sauce on it. It smells delicious. You have your rice, and there you go. There is dinner, which I'm gonna eat right now because this looks great. So thank you for joining me. I will see you next week at 5 on Friday from my home kitchen. Bye. Can you add the rice into the fur? You can. I prefer it separately, but if you want to add it to the wok, I wouldn't necessarily do that because the rice would really stick to the wok and it makes it just more annoying to clean. But have a good one. Bye.